Welcome back to Soda City Live. There are several Juneteenth celebrations going on across the Midlands this weekend, which is why I'm sure all of which will be absolutely amazing. But this year, the South Carolina Juneteenth Freedom Festival will be taking it to the church, hosting a Juneteenth Joy Fest that will feature decades of joyful noise with some heavy-hitting gospel artists. Joining me today with more is Jeffrey Lampkin. Look, the Jeffrey Lampkin, who will be hosting this wonderful event, and I'm so glad to have you with us today.
I'm glad to be here. How are you?
I am doing well.
Outstanding.
Listen, and you are dressed for the occasion.
Listen,
it's giving Juneteenth.
Absolutely,
yes.
Absolutely. We're giving flavor, we're giving excitement, we're giving unity, we're bridging the gap.
Yes.
And that's what I'm really excited about. This concert is going to be one that is going to rival all concerts for 2023. So I'm excited about it. It's going to be great.
I'm excited too because I saw Yolanda Adams. Yes. I see Ty Tribbett. Tell us a little bit more about who else we can expect.
It's going to be, so of course we're bridging the gap, bringing the decades together. So you've got I call them the grande dame of gospel music, Yolanda Adams, Grammy Award winner, Stella Award winner. But then we're going to bring that contemporary side because the young people love Ty Tribbett. So you got Ty Tribbett, Kalante Gavin, you have Jacqueline Carr, Leandria Johnson. Yes. She's like the new voice of gospel. Like she is the Whitney Houston of gospel music. Everybody loves her voice. It's so signature. It just makes you feel every time she sings. And you're going to absolutely be able to experience this on that day. And I know it's Father's Day. That's one thing. And it's Juneteenth. So you got like family, everybody coming together as one, the excitement, and we even got locals, Jarrell Smalls, John Lakin. They're going to be on stage as well. DJ Puff on the ones and the twos, Ficky, and all that jazz in between. So it's just going to be a great time. So we're excited.
I'm excited too. And you know what else I wanted to talk about while I had you today? Just the cultural significance of this aspect, adding this into the Juneteenth celebration. Absolutely. Because we know in the Black community just how impactful church and religion is. And so for you all to include this element and sew it in, because it is a very fabric of culture.
Well, June 19th is Juneteenth. It represents freedom. So when you think about freedom and you think about the African American church, that is where African Americans, Black people, we were able to first truly be free. It was like we were able to call to our God, sing songs. This was how we communicated with one another. There was this freedom. We were in charge. We were the ones who taught the Sunday school. We were the ones who led the choir, who led the finance office. We did all of these things. It was your one place of freedom. So to be able to take the religious aspect of where we actually found our foundation in freedom and in God, incorporate that into Juneteenth, where freedom actually became legalized for these enslaved African Americans, and to bring all of that together as one, it's like, it's a surreal, it's like a full circle moment. Does that make sense? It's a full circle moment. And so it's freedom on that day. It's going to be, there are going to be people who worship and they cry. There are going to be people who worship and they laugh. You can shout, whatever it is that you want to do. You want to dance, we're going to dance a little bit. We're going to literally enjoy ourselves and have the freedom and the space to do it the way that God designed you to be able to do it.
I love it. I love it. Beautifully said. I mean, who else could say it better?
Thank you, friend.
And you know, before we get into the details of who, what, when, where, and why, I do want to ask, because you said locals, but is Jeffrey going to be singing this year?
Listen, so everyone is asking that. So of course, you know, because on the Big DM, on Sunday Morning Gospel, we do this thing called the Sunday Morning Playlist, and it has just become absolutely popular. So I am going to be singing. That's catch one. But catch two is the fact that I'm bringing some friends with me. Some fan favorites that everyone locally around loves and enjoys. So they're going to be on stage with me, and we're doing a Sunday morning playlist. So if you hear it on the radio and you love it, Kirk Franklin, Mary, that's all the teasers that I'm going to give. You need to go get your ticket at Ticketmaster for Juneteenth. Be part of the celebration. But Jeffrey Lampkin will be on stage, and beyond that, also hosting. And I think that's going to be the thing. So you're going to get every side of Jeffrey. I'm going to laugh. We're going to cut up now. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. But it's going to be great. But above all, we're going to celebrate freedom. And that's what it's about. The freedom to be who you are and who God designed you to be. And the fact that Black people are actually able to be free and to live in this beautiful existence that God created for them to live in.
I love it, Jeffrey. Beautifully said. And the details we're going to pull up on the screen very quickly. It's going to be at the Colonial Life Arena. That's Sunday, the day after the South Carolina Juneteenth Freedom Fest. 6 p.m. Tickets are $42 plus. Get them now if you want a great seat.